Hello! Hi, it's Mrs. Myers. I'm here today to read you the first chapter of Hour of the Olympics, our next Magic Treehouse book. As you can see, I have a little class here, but it's just really not the same. They're not as talkative as you all normally are. So we'll see how they are with listening to our first chapter of Magic Treehouse. So come on in, join me. We're here together. It's just like right after lunch. So take a listen to our first chapter. It's called Just One More. See how good of an audience you can be. You awake? Annie's voice came out of the dark. Yep, said Jack from his bed. Get up, said Annie. We have to get up to the treehouse before sunrise. I'm ready, said Jack. He threw back his covers and jumped out of bed. He was wearing his jeans and t-shirt. You slept in your clothes? Asked Annie. I didn't want to waste any time, said Jack. He pulled on his backpack. Annie laughed. You must really be excited about going to ancient Greece, she said. Yep, said Jack. Do you have your secret library card? Asked Annie. Yeah, do you? Said Jack. Sure. Put it in your backpack, she said. She handed her card to him. I'll carry the flashlight. All set, said Jack. They tiptoed downstairs and out the door. Outside, the air was fresh and cool. There's no moon, said Annie. Just stars. She turned on her flashlight. Ta-da! She said. Let's go. They followed the beam of light across their yard and up the street. Jack was thrilled to be going to ancient Greece, but something worried him. What do you think will happen after we go to Greece? He asked Annie. Is this our last mission ever? What do you think? Is it their last mission ever? Oh, I hope not, said Annie. What do you think? I don't know. Let's ask Morgan, said Jack. Hurry, said Annie. They started running. The flashlight beam flew in front of them, lighting the way. They slowed to a walk when they got to the Frog Creek woods. The thick woods was pitch black. Annie shined the flashlight upward as they walked between the trees. Finally, they found the Magic Treehouse. We're here, Annie called. Go on up, said Jack. Annie grabbed the rope ladder and started up. Jack followed. Annie shined the flashlight around the treehouse. Morgan Le Fay was sitting at the window. For those of you who don't know who Morgan Le Fay is, she is the magical librarian who has created the Magic Treehouse. She covered her eyes when the light hit her face. Turn off the light, please, Annie, she said softly. Annie turned it off. Welcome, Morgan said in the dark. Are you ready for your next mission? Yes, said Annie. Then her voice got quiet. This isn't our last one ever, is it? Ask me that question after this mission, said Morgan. Dun, dun, dun. We want to go on more, said Jack. You're very brave to say that, said Morgan, just like brave Irene. You've had 3 very hard journeys as master librarians. Oh, they weren't so hard, said Jack. You risked your life to save the lost story of Hercules, said Morgan. We remember that one. It was nothing, said Annie. And the Chinese story of the silk weaver? Read that one too, said Morgan. And the Irish story of the serpent monster Sarf? Thank you. That one was one of my favorites. You're welcome, said Jack and Annie. Now, said Morgan, for the last story. Jack heard a rustling sound. Here is the title, Morgan said. You can shine your light on it, Annie. Annie turned the flashlight back on. She shined it on the paper. I'm going to show you what the writing looks like. It might be flipped because you are reading.
Good morning.